Okay guys, so this is our second base class that we're going to be doing, and this sequence here is basically what a sequence I really like to do for all my athletes. It's a whole hodgepodge of different types of movement, and brachiation is the first one that everybody needs to do but doesn't do. Brachiation is going to help us open and set the shoulders. So the first thing and why we do this is most people, because our shoulders are rolled forward, that means our scapula are winging. And so, because these muscles are so tight, the internal rotators, so brachiation helps to open that area up. By actively pulling back with your shoulders, it's going to help set your shoulders so that they're a lot stronger. So while we're doing this, I'm going to give you cues as to how to do it. But the main thing that we're doing today is not just brachiation, it's going to be brachiation open-ups. So I'm going to demonstrate this first, and then I'm going to have all you guys do it. Just kidding. That's my mom. Have to mess with her. Okay, so first you're going to get a nice shoulder width grip. If your feet are on the ground, fine. I want you to close your armpits and brace the butt and the belly with your feet slightly forward. Then it's just simply open and close the arms, and your whole body will come forward, whole body will go back. Now if this is hard, touch your toes to the ground, and you're going to do the exact same movement. The whole body comes forward, whole body goes back. A lot easier to do this movement with your feet on the ground, so get that movement first, and then you can progress to feet off the ground, and then as you get better, you come up higher, and you're doing the exact same movement. You're closing the doors with the chest in, then you open the doors as your chest comes forward. Okay? Key thing is keep your forearms vertical. If you start to rotate the elbows back like this, your shoulder's going to come up and you can crimp up your neck, which we don't want to have happen. Okay? So everybody find a spot on a bar, and we'll go through it, and then when I work with you, I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback so you can remember when you're doing this pose that might help you. If you do not have enough room, these parallel bars work fine as well, guys. You can sit here, do the exact same movement, pull forward, pull back. Okay, main thing is keep that forearm vertical. Okay, so let's find a spot. You can also do it on the rings. And when we do this, guys, we're not counterbalancing the legs back. The whole body moves forward, open the arms. Opposite, open the arms, whole body comes forward. Now close the arm, the whole body goes back, and reverse it. Yes. It's not like a kip where when your chest goes forward, your legs go back. So the whole thing, body comes forward as you open the arms, whole body comes forward, whole body goes back. If you want to make it slightly harder, bend the elbows a little bit. So sit your hips, Mom. Sit your hips. Sit your hips. Now pull forward. Here. Come back. There you go. Move over so you don't hit your hand on this.
I felt so
Yeah, that was good. Nice of you, Mom. So open the chest up, close the chest. Using your toes is a good way to do this, guys. And now also while you're doing this, can you keep your shoulder blades down? Use your toes so it can make it easier, especially for this warm-up set. So we're going to not reach with the head, but close the arms, open them. Close them, open. That's better. That's better. And then you'll find a rhythm while you're doing the movement. Okay, so that is the first exercise. That's brachiation or bar open-ups. Second movement that we're going to do is incline plane. So what I want to see from you guys here, you can use a yoga block between your knees if you want, or I like to just put my feet together and squeeze my legs together. And what I want to see is the hands are flat. A lot of times that index knuckle comes up, get the hands flat, pull the shoulder blades back, chest works towards the floor as you lift the neck, and then what I really like is if you pull the hands back towards your hips so you get that extension through the crown of your head. That is key, and I want everybody to get a good feeling for that exercise, because when we transition it toes to wall, you're going to do the exact same thing. So everybody in incline plane right now. You can go feet together, or you can put a yoga block between your knees. Either way is fine with me. Whether you do this on your knees or you do it with your knees off the ground, I want you to lift your neck, pull your shoulder blades back towards your hips, but keep your shoulder blades working towards one another so you're sticking your chest out. Now from here, the usual areas of collapse are the lower back. So you're going to take your tailbone down just a bit without rounding your back. So you're going to lift the neck. Now for you, lift your belly button towards your spine a bit without shortening the neck. Yeah, that's challenging, right? So keep lifting there. Lift your belly button towards your spine. Work your tailbone down. You see how he's shaking? That's challenging for him. So he's got to keep extending through the crown of the head. Shoulders are wide. Tailbone works down. Arms are straight but not hyperextended. Shoulders are wide. Lift your belly button a bit. Tailbone down. Yeah. And relax. So those of you that felt good with that exercise, then we're going to take the same thing. Carly, you good on that one? Okay, let's go to the wall here, Carly. And she's going to go toes to wall. She's going to be facing the wall. She's going to start in a kneeling table position. Get your hands set in the exact same position. Then take one and then two big steps up. Great. Now, so she's extending through her heels, from her heels of her hands through the heels of her feet. And now for her challenge would be chest out a little bit. And typically in gymnastics, they want to hollow at, but we don't want to do that here because we want to support nice tall posture. We don't want to round the back here. Tailbone's working down. She could close her armpits a bit and keep working the hands flush to the floor. Keep extending the heels up towards the ceiling. And when you guys finish this pose, then slowly with control, walk it back out. That was really nice and quiet also, and that's a really important part for this. So all of you guys that want to do that right now, let's get to the wall right now. Let's try and do our handstand, toes to wall. Set the hands, straighten the arms, and then 1 and 2 steps up the wall. Hands are flat, arms are straight, and you're extending from the heel of your hands to the heel of your feet. Put your feet together, you can squeeze the legs together, work your tailbone towards your heels, work the chest towards the wall a little bit, and then when you finish, with control, walk it back down. Now when we're doing this, guys, we don't want to stick our butt out, we want to have a straight line, so work your toes, or work your heels, excuse me, towards your heels. Did I say work your heels towards your heels? Yeah. Work your tailbone towards your heels. Okay, then slowly come out of it. Then for the last part, for the highest level of that, guys, you're going to do a handstand kick up. I'm going to go right here for a second. And with control, your hands are going to be about 10 inches away from the wall. Now, if you cannot do the previous one very easily, then this one I don't even want you to try. So this one has 2 steps. Eyes line up with your thumbs, arms stay straight. Actually, a 3rd step. You're going to keep from your head to your back heel in one straight line. So when you kick up, you're quiet on the wall, and then you're quiet back onto the floor. So when we kick up, we're applying the same rules. Hands flat, close the armpits, extend from heels through hands. And then when you finish this pose, keep all those points of engagement quietly, come back down off the wall. This same thing is done for real high levels in a free handstand. You're going to do the same thing, but you want to be able to cartwheel out. So if you kick up, you're going to step and cartwheel out if you have a hard time holding this. If you can't do that one easy, don't even try this one yet unless you have a spotter. Okay, so this one here requires the ability to walk on your hands a bit, and then also the ability to grip with your hands and bend your elbows as needed so that you can stay in the vertical position. And then once again, quietly come out of the handstand. A cue that I like to use, and all you guys do this right now, when you're standing, you're sort of doing Michael Jackson. Lean forward, and grip with your toes, and lean back, you bend your knees. It's the exact same way you do with your hands. So when you do a handstand really well, you work your forearms a lot. Okay? So that's your handstand. Next, we're going to a side-to-side deep squat. Everybody get on a bar. We're going to do this one together. But 2 people can be on one bar if you want, guys. So I'll be on this side so you can see me, Sean. Okay, so put your feet about 3 to 4 feet apart and make sure that your feet are parallel. And I want everybody to grab a bar here. And then you're going to grab the bar, and then as you sit, you're going to line this knee up with your big and second toe as you rotate the toe, opposite toes up, and I'm going to keep my arms center of my body. So I want to reach this direction here, but I want to make sure my knee tracks towards this big and second toe as I'm reaching forward. Then I'm going to come up and do the exact opposite leg. This leg is straight, the toes are lifted. This knee is tracking towards the big and second toe. And then I'm going to keep alternating side to side. What I see happen a lot of time, guys, is they toe out. And this is important. If you toe out, your knee's going to drop in. And you're going to put a lot of stress on this knee. And then your hip's going to be outside of your foot. None of the things that we want. So that's why it's important. You keep these heels down, your knee tracks, and you keep lifting the toes on your straight leg, and everything here is in one straight line. Okay, and we're counterbalanced by reaching out. Use the bar to assist yourself up and down as you like, okay? So I want you guys to all practice that right now. Go side to side. If you feel like your knees collapsing in, your feet might be a little too narrow. If you feel like you got that nice line from your toes and knees and hip, you're in a good position. Counterbalance those arms between the two legs. Really good. Lift the toe of your straight leg so your feet can go a little wider. Yeah. And then think, could I let go of the bar? Lighten your grip on the bar a little bit. And as you're sitting to that one leg, you're lifting the toes and flexing the ankle of your straight leg. Nice, Patrick. Okay, and slowly stand up out of this. Okay, so that is your side-to-side deep squat. Next, we're going to rolling. So everybody sit on your bum. Just sit down on your feet like so. You're going to grab the backs of your knees. We're going to rock like an egg. So you're going to rock, your head lightly touches and back heels to floor. So just keep repeating this one. This is like self-massage on your spine. We'll get in a good amount of reps like this, and it is helped if you slightly kick your feet up until you lightly touch your head to the floor. Now the next step from here is we're going to look over our right shoulder and kick up and touch our right foot to the ground. Roll back, look left shoulder, touch your left foot, and then you keep alternating like that. Look right, come back, look left, come back. The next step after that, if you got that one down, then you can progress to the next one. If you can't touch your foot, just keep working on it. Next step after that is come all the way over until you touch both knees. You can have your arms out or here. I like going here, have my ear down. Roll back forward, roll out, touch both knees, and roll back forward. So what this is teaching us is backward roll and then a forward roll. So in case in life you get tripped, you can roll forward. If you fall, you can roll backwards easily. All right? So this is the best way. I have done jiu-jitsu over 25 years. This is the easiest way for everybody to get ownership of both rolls. So practice this right now. It should be smooth as well. Like when you roll, is it smooth roll up your spine, or is it all of a sudden abrupt stop? That means maybe roll around your back a little bit more. Try and be smooth all the way through your roll. Remember, when you look right, you touch your right foot. When you look left, you touch your left foot. If you want to just rock like an egg, that's still good for your spine. Nice, Emily. Okay, now in your final step of doing this, if you got that, then your next step is to do it without any momentum. So you're just going to slowly bring the legs over and come up, come forward. No momentum. If you want to drop a foot underneath, you can do that. Switch sides, come back. Practice smooth and controlled, no momentum. That would be the hardest level, and there's a whole bunch of variations from that, okay? So that is our back dome, what we're going to be doing. Remember, the hardest is no momentum. Next, everybody stand up. We're going to do back dome, and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different variations. Ideally, when we do back dome, what we're going to do is back dome alternate arms. We did it in yesterday's class, for example. And you can do that like standing here with your feet parallel, pointing straight ahead. And you're going to go from one arm to the next and just keep alternating, trying to work arms and legs straight at the same time, the whole time, without a lot of side-to-side compensation. That's the hardest. Then, easier is move your hands up the wall a little bit, and you're just going to hold. Now, the hard part that we see that most people have with this is they don't have connection with extending their arms back. So we came up with a couple of different alternatives. Right there, you swing into it and you hold, but still, people didn't get that. So take your arms, put them on the top of a bar, and then pull yourself into it so you get that feel of extension. You can still close your armpits, but you got to pull the chest forward. Because oftentimes when people do this at a beginner level, I mean, right now I'm not, looks like I'm in it, but I'm not doing any pullback. So this, I'll sink if I don't pull back. So you can have your arms over a bar like this. The thing is we want to get is this extension from our heels through our hand, pulling the chest and hips forward. So that's the easiest version. Next, what we found out was doing this on the wall, like here, is not easy, especially if you have limited range. You got to go higher, then it's harder on your wrist. So what we thought is make a fist, and you can start on the wall. You can make two fists, or you can get into this position on your head, which I really like, and then get your fist here and push back into the wall. Similar to the bar, but now you got that same feel of you got to pull back. So what we want you to do is get your hands on the wall as if you have a stick in your hands, and if you want to use a stick, put the hand in your stick, and then you got to pull the arms back and feel from your heel. You're going to work the backside of your legs, your hips, and your shoulders are all extending. And you should feel it all the way up the back line of your body. Okay, so we gave you a couple of easy ways to do this. As you get better, move your hands down on the wall further until the point where you're doing the exact one I was doing there, where you're here and you're alternating. Or you can simply just hold, walk your hands here, and work arms and legs towards straight, and you shouldn't find any lateral movement at all. The goal is to increase your back dome without collapse. So right now, I want you to find a level that challenges you properly so that when we go through the series, you know what you're going to do. Let's go. We're going for 15 minutes. I'm going to set the clock now. So let's everybody get their body set up. See, honey. Remember, we want the arms pulling back, the fist into the wall works great.
Work those arms straight, Heath. Arms straight, arms straight, arms straight, arms straight. There you go. Higher up and straight is better.
It's easier, right? The fist. So really work, push the hands in or the fist into the wall, and you'll feel the upper back musculature engaging big time. As you get better at it, move the hands further down the wall, but keep lifting the chest, keep extending the hips, work the arms to straight, and then can you close the armpits a little bit? That's good. That's very good, guys. Slowly come out of the pose. Okay. And do your level of breakation open ups. Okay. So remember, open up the vertical forearms. Forearms don't rotate back. The body rotates forward, and then you close the arms as you open up oppositions. You're pulling that whole body forward. Try and get that whole body movement, and it helps. Use your toes on the ground. And if you're more advanced, bend your elbows, pull up and do a half pull-up. The whole body comes forward and the whole body goes back. Our next exercise is incline plane to your level of a handstand. Okay, and begin. So here we want the hands flat, arms straight, armpits closed, work the tailbone down. Chest out a bit, Danny. Yep, engage the hips and extend through the heels. So lift here. Yep, now lift your hips a bit. Straighten your legs. See the challenge is keep lengthening through the crown of your head. There, that's a good cue for you. Lengthen here, lift your lower back. Lift your lower back, lift your lower back, lift your lower back. Now stick your chest out, keep your lower back lifted. So this is hard. Keep here. Now stick your chest out. There, now hold that. Brace the butt and the belly. There you go, better. Next is the side to side deep squat. Find a spot that works for you guys. Remember, feet are parallel. Do not toe out. Feet are parallel. And begin to sit. So one leg goes straight. Yep. One leg goes straight. And down. And go to a range that is comfortable for you. So go to a range that's comfortable for you guys. Don't force this one. And feet parallel. You don't want to do this. You want feet like this. There you go. So feet parallel means your toes are pointing straight forward. Nice, Maddie. Good work, guys. Now can you just counterbalance? So reach those arms right between your legs. Reach them forward and counterbalance. Lift the toe. So mark your toe out. Next exercise, rolling. Lay on your backs and do your level of rolling. Just start rocking like an egg. That's the easiest one, and if that's all you do, that's going to feel nice on your spine. So try and get a nice range from your butt and your feet to your shoulders and lightly touching your head. Then slowly start to go 1 and 11 o'clock. Okay, next, back down. That's your level. Now, if you guys are high enough level at it, you can do the back down versions on the ground. You can do it on your head. So that's fine too. But for right now, most people need to do it off the wall just to get their bearings and begin. So find that spot. Fist to walls is a great place to work from. Legs go straight. Don't collapse your neck, so your head should be in a neutral position. Now what I want you to do is straighten those arms out by pulling the chest forward. Take a gander at your hands once in a while to make sure they're even. Now you should relax your face while you're lifting your chest up. You have about 6 seconds left, guys. Pull those arms back. Pull the chest forward. Good, come on out of it. That's 1 round done, 2 rounds to go. We're starting with breakation again. Now this time, try and make a bigger range of motion, or maybe try to bend your elbows a little bit this set. Let's begin. Even though it hasn't beeped yet, just start. Then you can do this exercise a long time. Nice, Maddie. So open up and the whole body comes forward. Close the elbows and the whole body goes back. There you go, Dan. Now keep the butt and the belly braced. You gotta find that rhythm to doing this movement. Open, close. There you go. Bend the knees a little bit. Really good. Pull the body forward, pull it back. So the whole body moves forward, not counterbalance the feet. And the whole body moves back. That's the movement. There you go. There you go. Lift the sternum a little bit down if you're doing that. Good, and relax, guys. Side to side, deep squats. Incline plane, my bad. Incline plane to handstand. I was almost going to say just testing you guys, but I've used up my quota for saying that. I mess up. Okay, incline plane or handstand. During a handstand or incline plane, it's the same thing. Hands are flat, arms are straight, chest is out. Now, you have collapse in your lower back. Work your tailbone towards your heels. Can you guys in your handstand extend your heels up a little bit higher while you're squeezing the legs together? Lift the neck. Straighten those arms out a bit. Close the armpits a little bit. Lift the neck. Shoulders are wide. Extend through your heels. You want your shoulders on the wall. Yep. Lift through your heels. Slowly come out of that handstand. Side to side deep squat now. Feet point, toes point straight ahead. Feet are parallel. And make them wide enough. If you notice that you're here and your hip starts to fall outside your heel, your feet are too narrow. So make sure your feet are wide enough, probably 3 to 4 feet wide. You see, you're already outside. So put your feet equal in front. Yep. Now, sit. Get it all lined up. Your toes are straight ahead. Yeah, you don't have to. Okay, don't lift the toes. Yeah. Lift the toes. See that one? It's a little too wide, so you toe it out. So toes start going. Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You might be going here. Don't worry about the range, guys. That will come the more reps we get of this. Go to a comfortable range with your heel down. That means your butt sits to 20 inches off the ground. Fine. Okay? Next pose is rolling. I have to check. There's a high likelihood I will screw up the order. So start with just a simple rocking like an egg. And then progress it to whatever level that you feel comfortable with. Now try and make it smoother. Can you make it really smooth so there's no jerky movements till you're rolling forward and backwards? Nice, guys, looking good. Remember, your feet are rolling to 1 o'clock, come back, rolling into 11 o'clock. And then eventually you're rolling both knees to the ground on that side, then slowly control rolling to the other side. Good job. Back dome on the wall, guys. Hey, man. Unless you like that wall. Okay. You like the fall. Give it a shot. Okay, now guys, straight arms, straight legs. Walk your feet out a little further and walk your hands down the wall a little further. Now try to work your tailbone down, lift the sternum, your head's neutral, you're pulling those shoulders back and down, your arms are straight, work the arms to straight, no, don't move your hands, just straighten your arms. There. Now lift the sternum, straighten those arms, Danny. There you go, buddy. Good, Manny, good, Lily, good work, guys. Good, straighten arms just a bit. Good. Now pull the sternum forward just a bit and relax. Good job. Start over. Break the gates and open up. This is the last round, guys. So try and make bigger range by bending your elbows a little bit more. Use your toes as needed. And begin. There you go. Nice teamwork, you three. So now, Pull the chest forward as you open the arms. Close the chest as you pull those elbows to the front of your body. Nice, nice, nice. So the whole body goes forward and backwards. Good. Bend your elbows more. Yep. Bend them more. Bend them more. There. Now stay at that level. Pull those elbows back and you'll feel it big time between your shoulder blades. Your head stays at the same level no matter what. Pull the chest forward. Close it. Good work, guys. Incline plane or handstand. Oh, little baby one. Yeah. It's okay. He's got the little baby calluses like our middle school kids. Okay, let's go. Hands are flat. You're lengthening from your heels to your head. Pulling your shoulder blades back. Lift your hips a little bit, Mom. There you go. Good work, little Mom. Arms are straight. Head is neutral in your handstand. Stand from the heel of your hands to the heels of your feet. Squeeze your legs together. Try to work your heels up the wall another inch. Nice work, guys. Work your lower back towards the wall just a hair. Yes, good work. Heels together. Work your chest towards the wall and inch. Straighten those arms. Stand through the heels and slowly with control come off the wall. Very good, guys. Side to side, deep squat. We're almost done. We got 3 poses left. You guys that are getting pretty good at this too, if you can go without the bar, you might want to use a kettlebell to counterbalance it as well. I like using the bar. You can lighten your grip on the bar as you go. Lift those toes up as you sit out. And sit as deep as comfort allows. Don't have to force this, guys. Some of your feet are a little bit wider. Yeah. Yep. Yep, little mom. Lift your toes up. Lift your toes, lift your toes, lift your toes up, up. So get the toes vertical. There you go. Keep going side to side. Another 10 seconds, guys. Pull the toes up on that straight leg with your heels down on your squat leg. Good work, guys. Rolling. We have 2 poses left. Just start rolling right now, whatever level, but try to enhance it by going a little bigger range maybe, or slowing down your roll and trying to not use momentum. Look over the shoulder you're rolling over. Nice, Mom. Much better, guys. Looking good. That's really good. Now just continuous movement. So roll forward, roll backwards. And as you get better at this, you can start to play with the movement and make up different combinations of rolling. You have about 5 seconds left. Keep moving, guys. All right, good work. Last pose is back dome on the wall or on the bars. Charlie. Good work, guys. Move your feet forward a little bit. Work your hands down just a hair. You got less than 20 seconds. Now lift the sternum up by pulling the arms back. The arms are straight. Your legs are straight. Push those fists into the wall. Lift the sternum. Close the armpits for the last 5 seconds. Stay in it. 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys.